Hey, have you ever noticed when you tell your man that he did something good, right? You tell him, oh, baby, I'm proud of you. You did something amazing. Or even you're like, oh, you look amazing tonight. He doesn't really accept that, right? He's like, whatever. Maybe he shrugs it off. Maybe he laughs it off. He's like, yeah, whatever, whatever, right? And in your mind, you might be thinking, damn, I can't even fucking appreciate this guy without him ever rejecting it. All the time, he's always rejecting it, right? I want you to understand, man. It's not that your love, there's something wrong with that, okay? There's nothing wrong with your love. He's not rejecting you, he's just really rejecting himself. You understand? So when you actually come, and caveat, if you are in a transactional relationship, Shira 7 and all that, where you have to exploit the man and you are with him for his money and all of that, you can't really blame him for that either. Of course, he's not going to trust you because he's like, deep down, you just give a fuck about my money. Like, what the fuck? Like, you just give a fuck about me. You don't care about me, really, right? And he also believes he doesn't give a shit about you because, like, you just care about my money, right? I'm telling you, as a man, that's really what he thinks. But if you actually are where you actually, see him and you both are there for, for actual love, not all of this toxic shit. When you actually give him a compliment, you are not just speaking to the man who's in front of you. You are speaking to that little boy who, inside of him, that inner child who never believed that he was good enough, right? When essentially he only got praise when he was always sort of performing, right? And he just believes that love is just when he's achieving something. And that's something I used to believe as well, that I could only get love when I was achieving something, right? Whether that was sort of status or money or even knowledge and intelligence for that matter, right? Let's say school and anything. Like, I assumed that I would only get love if I got that. So now when you come with that soft energy, right, where you don't really, you don't have an agenda. You don't have that Shira 7 or Sadia Khan or whatever, that toxic conditioning. You don't have that. You just got love, right? I'm telling you, man, it does confuse the fuck out of him, okay? I know it sounds crazy, but it does. I'm telling you, as a man who had a lot of fucking self-hate, right, before I started healing and, psychedelics and ayahuasca, there is so much fucking hate and it scares the fuck out of him. So in his mind, that inner child might be thinking, you know what? Nah, man, it's not. She doesn't see the real me, man. If she knew all of this ugliness that I'm hiding, she would never, ever, let alone say it, right? If she realized all of my insecurities, she wouldn't let alone say it. She wouldn't even be with me. She wouldn't even be with me. So he will throw away all of your words before they can even land. And that's something I used to do as well, right? I used to do that. So essentially, sort of you are, it's so more predictable, right? It's more predictable, right? Because then there's a less smaller chance of being hurt, right? But that being said, you might not think, you might think, okay, what do I do from here? You give him that love, right? You give him that love.